feel?
I feel elevated. Actually, I really did miss my beau. It was quite hard at first. It was a wonderful time. It was elevating. It was a really intense atmosphere. I always had beau in the background, so there was never quite anything. I always relied what I had on the outside for my inside, if you know what I mean. At first I found it very difficult. I would say that being the age I am, and I should have gone in there and said I was 16.
We'll get on to
Yes.
the age thing in a little while, because that was quite an issue for you at one point. But what was it like? Well, firstly, brilliant reception. I mean,
smashing,
fantastic
lovely
reception from the crowd, which
really
must be really nice.
I love you too.
But what has it been like facing eviction every week?
It's been quite difficult, actually, because you have to pack your case. That's okay, you're fine. You're packing your case and everything's sort of like... And then you sit on the seats and you think, oh, my God, oh, my God. Especially when it's sort of like the Stockholm Syndrome. So all you believe is in the house. Outside is something different. If you know what the Stockholm Syndrome is a sort of... So you actually think, oh, you're fearful, actually, of going outside the house, which is...
But psychologically, did it start getting to you? Because... You know, it was you that continually got nominated by the House and continually was facing it every single week.
Yes. Actually, it didn't get to me, really. It didn't get to me because I knew in my heart, everyone was saying, oh, I nominated you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. But really, I know why I was nominated each time by very, very good friends of mine in there that I made very good bonds.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? The original housemates all do seem to get on really well, and even if there was an argument, they would sort it out and you would all be fine the next day, and then you just crack on and you're all having a lovely time. Then we drop 4 brand new housemates that are slightly more bonkers than the rest of you. And then, of course, 2 of them were responsible for this week's nominations, and they picked you. Did you feel singled out again, not just by the original housemates that knew you and had lived with you, but now 2 newbies that didn't really know you?
Well, Emma, what happened was Simon got taken away from us on the first night.
Yeah.
And Nick and I were begging for Simon to come back.
Yeah.
We really begged, please, you know. And then he came back within 24 hours or what. He nominated me out. It was like, oh, my God. One who I've embraced and cherished the memory and his picture there, and with me and Nick are saying, get Father Christmas back, he's, you know, and then all of a sudden, within...
And that seemed to really affect you. Did you think that having Simon back, you know, kind of bridging the gap of the age between yourself and the younger housemates, he was closer to your age, did you think that would... you know, maybe be another friend in that way?
Well, of course, I thought bridging the age gap would be great. Mr. Showbiz was Mr. Showbiz, and I thought he would sort of like, you know, bring us all together and bridge what was a big gap. You know, I was in with 19-year-old boys and girls, and I thought, yes, yes. So in a way, it was a little bit of a letdown. I felt betrayed. I was so cross.
Oh, we know. We saw.
You did you? Oh,
we
God.
saw. Before you went into the house, did you ever think that your age would be a problem?
No, I didn't even think about it. I actually thought we would have a sort of mixed jamboree bags of all kinds and all ages. So when I actually entered the house and people asked me my age, I just told them the truth, and I wish I hadn't.
How did it feel then when that was used against you as a reason for nominating?
I felt a little bit betrayed. A little bit.
Yeah.
And I thought it was an easy excuse to use. Yeah. And no one else had anything that they could really put on anybody else except, oh, let's get Grandma in. I felt that a little bit. But over time, you know, these people became my friends, and I learnt to enjoy, love, and also, you know, get irritated and angry with, you know.
Do you think Simon maybe saw you as competition? Because maybe he thought there was only room for one older housemate?
Right. I think he's just shot himself in the foot, and I want him to struggle so badly in there, and he will struggle.
Something tells me Eileen's feeling very honest. So let's talk about the other new housemates and see what you think of those.
Right.
Tell me about Mark. He's quite a force of nature, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I like Mark. I think I liked him.
You seem to have a really lovely bond. He defended you so much. I mean, I know you kind of know a little bit of that, but when it was down to the newbies to nominate and they picked you, he was really unhappy about it. And voiced it quite a bit.
Right. No, I like Mark. I liked his honesty. He doesn't actually stab you in the back. He shoots you in the face. So, and he never shot me in the face, basically. He was honest, he was true, he was straightforward.
You seem to be able to read him very well as well. You called him out for being insecure, which he then admitted to.
Yeah, well, I've known a few Marks in my life. Not anything like that, but I've known a few Marks, and they usually turn out to be good eggs. I know he's gobby, but you know, he says it from the hip, so...
is he winning over the house?
No, he isn't.
Oh. What about Harry?
Harry, at first, I didn't particularly like Harry, and I'll be honest, I was a little bit prejudiced with the sort of totally naked thing, and I thought, oh, no, not camera time, please, Harry. But as I got to know her, she's a very kind, generous spirit. She's a very, very sweet girl. And I really do like her. I think, yeah, we got on very well.
And what about, well, everyone has first opinions.
I know,
and then
they're usually wrong.
What about Sam? We've seen you say that you think she's lazy and greedy.
Did you catch that on camera?
What do you think now?
I think she's lazy and greedy.
In the beginning, when they first went in, it did seem a little bit them and us. Is that gap closing, do you think? Are they integrating more? No, they're not integrating that much. I think I would say that Sam stands out to be the next sort of voted out. Mark is trying very hard to irritate the whole lot of them, really, like... He's been very honest about that, though, hasn't he? He's kind of said, I'm here to start up.
And to tell you the truth, he's a bit of fun. You know, he keeps on wiggling it about. He's got a great big baboon arse and he keeps on shaking it. So, you know, so we've got Harry, Sam. I wasn't that keen. And I don't know why.
We've done Mark and Simon, but we are out of time, so I need to know very quickly, who would you like to win?
I would like... Can I have a few?
Go on. Quick.
Oh, I think I'd like Jack.
Here are your best bits.
I don't know why. Oh, thank you.